Hello student, welcome to our YouTube channel EduKosh. In the first lecture of semiconductor electronics, we have discussed about that what is a semiconductor, what is the need of the semiconductor, and we have seen the formation of an energy band in the case of semiconductor. In this lecture, we will talk about the difference between the conductor, semiconductor, insulator on the basis of energy band diagram. Then we will see what are the different types of semiconductor and their energy band formation. Fine, let's start. So the first thing, the difference between the conductor, semiconductor and insulator. So let's draw the energy band diagram for each. So for the semiconductor, what we will see that if this is our conduction band, this is our valence band. So the energy gap between the conduction band and the valence band is Eg, that is known as a forbidden energy gap. For the case of semiconductor, this energy gap is less than 3 electron volt. So this will be always less than 3 electron volt for the case of semiconductor. Now let's see what happens in the case of insulator. In the case of insulator, this energy gap will increase and it will become greater than 3 electron volt. So you will see that here if we show, so this Eg value for the case of semiconductor was less than 3 electron volt, but for the case of insulator, this energy gap will be greater than 3 electron volt between the valence band and the conduction band. So this is for the insulator. Now let's come for the case of conductor. For the case of conductor, we will see that there is an overlapping between the semiconductor, between the valence band and the conduction band. So this is the overlapping region. So this is our valence band, conduction band, and this is the overlapping region where the valence band and conduction band overlap, and here the value of Eg is equals to 0. So what you see that no energy is required for an electron present in a valence band to jump into a conduction band. So very easily electron can move from valence band to conduction band. So conductivity is maximum over here. The conductivity is very poor in the case of insulator where the Eg value is greater than 3 electron volt, and here the Eg value is very small. For the silicon, this Eg is 1.1 electron volt, and the electron in a room temperature can jump from a valence band to a conduction band. So here we are going to see the classification of the semiconductor on the basis of nature of charge carriers. So we have intrinsic semiconductor and we have extrinsic semiconductor. This is the pure semiconductor. Here the impurities are very small, and these impurities are 1 part for the 10 to the power of 10 atoms of a semiconductor. So if impurities is less than this, we will call that it is a pure semiconductor. That means intrinsic semiconductor. What is the extrinsic semiconductor? This is impure form of semiconductor, but here we add certain amount of impurities intentionally. And what is our purpose to add the impurities? In order to increase the conductivity. To increase the conductivity, if we add certain amount of impurities, that semiconductor will called as an extrinsic semiconductor. So what you will see that the conductivity is better in the extrinsic semiconductor compared to intrinsic one. Next, let's talk about the valence band model of the intrinsic semiconductor at the temperature 0 Kelvin. So what happens? We know that silicon has a 4 valence electron in its outermost orbit. So all the neighboring silicon atom will also have the 4 valence electron. So here I am showing all the 4 valence electron of each of the neighboring silicon atom. So what you will see here, the center one will able to complete its octal. So this one is able to complete its octal. So what happens? They forms a covalent bond, and due to the covalent bond they will remain stable, and we can say that the number of free electrons here is 0 and the number of holes will be also 0. No free electron, no holes, all electron which are there that remain in the bonded form. So no free electrons and the no holes, and that is happened at the 0 Kelvin temperature. Now what happens if we increase the temperature? We bring it at the room temperature. So the valence band model at the room temperature, if I see, so we can show it like, if this is a silicon atom having the electrons in its outermost orbit, so what we can see that one of these electron may leave its place due to the temperature gain, and the point from where it will leave, a vacancy will be created. That vacancy is known as a holes. So here we can show that if this electron, suppose I leave its position, so here a holes will be formed. This is a vacancy due to an electron, that is known as a holes, and this electron reaches here and it is now the free electron. So what you see that because of temperature, if there is a creation of one free electron, in a parallel there will be a creation of one extra holes also. So the number of free electron and the number of holes are always equal in the case of intrinsic semiconductor. So we can write down the relation that any value should be always equals to NH in the case of intrinsic semiconductor. So this is a valence band model. Now next we can talk about what is a holes and electron in very short. We know that holes are the vacancy created, a vacancy created due to absence of electron. So vacancy created due to absence of electron. So we can call it as having always a positive charge, and this positive charge will be equal to plus of 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. And what is an electron? Here electron we basically mean with the free electron, which is free to conduct. Okay, now let's see the energy band model of a pure semiconductor, that is an intrinsic semiconductor, also at the 0 Kelvin temperature and also at the room temperature, both we will be going to see. So let's form the energy band diagram. First we are going to draw it for the case of 0 Kelvin. So 0 Kelvin के case के लिए let's draw it. Here we are showing the close energy levels in the valence band. This is our valence band, and here we are having the close energy levels in the case of conduction band. So suppose we are having the electrons in each energy levels in the form of pairs. So what you will see that all the electron will remain in the valence band, and the electron here we can say will be 0. So no electrons and no holes in a valence band at the temperature of 0 Kelvin. But what happens at the room temperature? Let's see. So at the room temperature we will see that these are the close energy levels of the valence band and the close energy levels of the conduction band. So what you will see that this is one of the free electron, and the free electron from here has jumped to the conduction band, and because of this there is one holes in a valence band and one free electron in a conduction band. Again we can show here this electron has jumped here, and now this is reached in the conduction band, and here we will be having one holes. Others electron maybe exists in the form of pairs in the valence band. So what you can see that I have just shown 2 holes and the 2 electron. So we can say that the number of electron and the number of holes are always equal in the case of intrinsic semiconductor. So the same thing what we have shown in the valence band model, we can show in the terms of energy band diagram also for the intrinsic semiconductor, and this was for the 0 Kelvin temperature and this is for the at room temperature. इससे आगे बात करते हैं हम डोपिंग क्या होती है? अभी हमने डोपिंग के बारे में बात की. सो द प्रोसेस ऑफ deliberate addition of a desirable impurities to a pure semiconductor so as to increase its conductivity, this process is known as a doping. तो हम intentionally हम impurities डालते हैं so that the conductivity can be increased. Dopant क्या होता है? जिन impurities को हम ऐड करते हैं उनको हम क्या कहते हैं? डोपेंट कहते हैं. टू फॉर्म अ एक्सट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर हमें impurities डालनी है. जिन impurities को हम ऐड करते हैं उनको हम क्या कहते हैं? डोपेंट कहते हैं. Now, what are the different types of the dopant we could have? So, we could have a pentavalent dopant, we could have a trivalent dopant. Pentavalent मतलब कि वैलेंस बैंड में हमारे कितने वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन कितने होते हैं? यहाँ पे 5 होते हैं और यहाँ पे वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन कितने होते हैं? 3 होते हैं. ठीक, तो आउटर मोस्ट ऑर्बिट में 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन, आउटर मोस्ट ऑर्बिट में 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन. एग्जाम्पल की बात करें तो आर्सेनिक, एंटीमनी, फॉस्फोरस फॉर द पेंटावेलेंट इंप्योरिटीज, और यहां पे हो जाएगी इंडियम, बोरॉन या तो एल्यूमिनियम. इसका एक और नाम होता है, इसको हम डोनर भी कहते हैं, डोनर इंप्योरिटीज भी कहते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर कैपेबल ऑफ डोनेटिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन. और इसको हम एक्सेप्टर भी कहते हैं, एक्सेप्टर इंप्योरिटीज, बिकॉज इट इज कैपेबल और एक्सेप्टिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो ये दो तरह की हम डोपेंट्स डाल सकते हैं, ट्राइवेलेंट एंड पेंटावेलेंट. आगे बात करते हैं एन टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर क्या होता है. दो तरह के हमारे एक्सट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर हो सकते हैं. एक होता है एन टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर, एक होता है पी टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर. सो व्हेनेवर पेंटावेलेंट इंप्योरिटी इज एडेड, तो हम कौन सी इंप्योरिटी ऐड करें? पेंटावेलेंट इंप्योरिटीज ऐड करते हैं तो जो हमारा सेमीकंडक्टर फॉर्म होगा वो क्या होगा? एन टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर फॉर्म होगा. एंड इफ वी ऐड trivalent impurities, so the semiconductor that will be formed, that is known as a p-type semiconductor. तो हम दो तरह के सेमीकंडक्टर होते हैं मेरे पास, एक्सट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर दो तरह के होते हैं. अगर पेंटावेलेंट इंप्योरिटी डालते हैं तो एन टाइप बनता है, ट्राइवेलेंट इंप्योरिटीज डालते हैं तो पी टाइप बनता है. तो दीज आर द टू टाइप्स ऑफ एक्सट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर. ओके फाइन. सो फॉर दिस लेक्चर आज के लिए हम इतना ही रखते हैं. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम इसमें सेमीकंडक्टर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में और डिटेल में बात करेंगे. पी टाइप और एन टाइप के हम एनर्जी बैंड डायग्राम भी देखेंगे. सो लेट्स स्टॉप हियर फॉर दिस लेक्चर एंड प्लीज लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब द चैनल. थैंक यू.